Good evening. Welcome to my channel Runtime Code. Here we are going to see how to improve our productivity in a Visual Code Studio by installing various extensions in our Visual Code. Okay, let's open your Visual Code, and first you have to search your extension name Prettier. Okay, Prettier, this one I can show you. This one, Prettier Code Formatter. It's basically helps you to maintain your code in a good format. Like here you can see I opened my code. Here you can see that my code in a very good written in a very good symmetric way, systematical way. You can watch that all the keywords, identifier and the variables are having a different color, having a good line and length. Okay, through Prettier you make your code in a good format without investing extra more time during your code. Okay, second extension is bracket. Okay, type of bracket. Okay, bracket pair color DLW, this one. Okay, using this extension you have mark a line between your opening and closing tag. Okay, here you can see that my first class having a yellow color of bracket, my function public static void function have another color of pink color of a line statement and a bracket, and which will connecting. Here we can, if I create any another function like check public void sum. Okay, here you can check that again we have a creating extra bracket, and if we write any extra bracket here, it's marked yellow because unpair of that format. So this is a very helpful in the future to write a code and to find in which loop we are, in which block we are, using this extension. Okay, another extension is a live server. Okay, if you are working on any website, any HTML JavaScript code, then the live server is a very important for you, because using live server you directly, without going to any browser and copying that path and pasting in browser, opening that file, you directly open the design structure of that particular code. Okay, we have to check see an example of that. I have to open a new file. I show you. Open folder, wait a minute, sorry, create a new file, name index.html. okay, we created index.html here. Okay, in my main folder. Okay, now here we can write one code. Here we can write a HTML code to check okay, this is the container where I have h1 tag, name, runtime code. Okay, we link a CSS file here. Okay, wait a minute, we write an internal CSS. Okay, we write external CSS. Height be 200 pixel, background color green. Okay, and h1 tag be font size 100 pixel. Okay, save that and open with a live server. Click left tab and click open with live server. Here we can see the use of a live server in our system. Here we can see that source. Wait a minute, we did a mistake here. Just copy that code, open another folder. Okay, create a new folder here, live server. Okay, click that, selecting that folder. Here is live server. We have opened a new folder because in that folder we have already written a Java code. Here creating a index.html file. It will take some time, and just paste that code here and open with live server again. Okay, here we can see that already without going to that directory. I show you the manual way of opening that browser without going to that directory, 75 days challenge, and here in live server, and here we clicking do open with browser. Without going to this, we have to directly redirect it to the browser using live server. And if we do any changes here, it will automatically reflected there. Here if you can see that h1 hello world. Okay, and if we put h1 size also same as okay, now h1 size is already okay. Just save, and here we can save. Already without reloading that page, we directly got that value, that design pattern on a live server. It will very grateful and helpful during our website design. Okay, and another pair of our code is autosave. Yeah, this is the very important one in our visual code. All time if we do any changes in our text, that white pop-up will be appear, and we have to press Ctrl S. Without pressing Ctrl S, we have a chance to change in a setting to auto update during our code running. Okay, so just click on setting, and here you type auto save. Okay, this one auto save. So I change on focus mode. When I change my tab, or when I go through one page to another, it will be automatically saved my previous code. Okay, if I do off, then it will be asking for manual saving. Control S. So very in coding, when we focus on the coding, that this is a very helpful for our saving that code without losing the code we have written. Okay, auto save. And another extension which will be very helpful is a file icons. Okay, file icons is very important to identify in which file and what the file extension should be. Okay, if I click file icon, you can see that I already installed that file icon. Click on here, you can see the various types of icon are appear. Like here I have created index.html. So you can see that the starting HTML icon in front of my file. If I click here, like write runtime.cpp, here the extension is cpp, C++ file. So then here you can see the icon be C++. Okay, here we can write any main.js javascript extension. You can see the javascript extension to identify in what is the extension and which file it will be. Okay, if I write any if I write hello.java, here you can see the Java icon. So this will be the very great and the very amazing extension to identify in which file and which type of file it will be, what is the extension of that file. That's save our time, and that's the very coolest thing in file icon. Okay, and another very important one is a IntelliCode. ठीक है, it is a basically developed by a Microsoft. Okay, I have written IntelliCode. Okay, here you can see the it is installed by a Microsoft. It is a AI based extension which basically used to automatic write, no, not automatic, to predict what you are going to write. Okay, here if I write like that, I just write I, it shows the all the type of the attributes starting from the I which I have needed. Okay, if I need a input tag with a search, here we have to see that input type search. It save a lot of time during our coding on during any hackathon you are going to give. Okay, IntelliCode is a very important to install in your Visual Code Studio. Okay, and the another one basically for JavaScript student, if you are a JavaScript student, so all time you are going to, if you are debug a code or if you are going to check what you have written in a code, you have to click on you have to go on a browser, because we have to run any Java compiler, we have to go through a browser. Okay, here if for that we have to open that browser, but there is a one extension very help me during my placement and during my coding time. That one is a Quarkus. Okay, his name is Quarkus. Okay, yeah, Quokka.js, this one. Okay, Quokka.js I have already installed. I show you his use during my JavaScript. Okay, so start Quokka on a current file, this one, main.js. Okay, it will be redirected to another place. Just click command press and Quokka on a current page, this one. Okay, so here I can write CLG using, I write a CLG, but it identify what is the meaning of CLG through a IntelliCode extension. I just enter, it's already write a console.log. Okay, just here write runtime code. So using Quokka, you do not have to go on that particular browser to check whether what is the output of that code. You in the side of that you see that the output of the code, that is a runtime code. Okay, here if I have a value, let a equal to 5, let b equal to 6, and here I do CLG console.a plus b, I got 11, direct output here without going to a browser. This will very helpful during a JavaScript code. Okay, these are the 5 to 6 extensions that will be very helpful for you in writing a code in a Visual Studio Code. Okay, if you got any benefit from these extension and you think that this video will be very helpful for you, so just please give subscribe and like on that video. Thank you.